Hey guys, it's Joe here from JJJ Cards, back with another video, and after a long time, we are sitting in front of the camera at my desk for a PSA submission return. I haven't done one of these videos at my desk for a long time. I used to do mail days and PSA returns back in the day, but I've been enjoying the vlog stuff a lot more. However, I had a huge PSA return come back, and I couldn't stop myself from sitting down in front of you guys and taking you through the submission. So I haven't seen any of these grades. These are all going to be fresh to me as much as they are to you. This is about a 35 card submission. Lots of big hitters in here. Took a while to get back from PSA, but they are all here now thanks to the sub center. So really excited to get into this one. We'll see how we get on. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I've got two like packages here. I think one of them is the higher value stuff. I don't know which one that is. So I'm just going to try and work that out. So I want to save that one till second. I think this one's the higher value one actually. Yeah, I think that one's the high value one. So we'll leave that one to seconds. We'll put that back there for now. And then we'll get this one out. I don't want to reveal any of the grades to myself, so I'm going to try and do it from backwards. Now, I did inspect all of this stuff before it went to PSA. I have spent a lot of time over the last sort of year getting better at grading because obviously now with the tighter PSA restrictions and things, it's been a little bit more difficult to get to PSA 10s. I mean, it's probably as hard as it's ever been. So I spent a lot of time going through all this stuff and picking out things that I thought would add value even if they got a 9. I've mentioned before that you don't want to be losing money if a card gets a 9 in most cases because it's high risk, that strategy. So I've tried to go for cards which I would be comfortable getting a 9 with, and then obviously a 10's the added benefit and obviously the extra value that you get with that. But we'll see how we get on. I can't actually remember what some of this stuff is. I'll move this to the side here. I'll move this down here actually, and then I will reveal these one at a time. So first up, we've got Ollie Watkins. This is a dragon scale out of 8. I remember it now. I don't think it's an auto. So there's the card there. Really beautiful looking card. The reason I agree with this is just because I think it's an attractive card. Ollie Watkins is a fairly collectible player, so I just thought give it a go. If it gets a 10, it's going to add value to the cards. So we'll see what we get here. Beautiful, great start to the video. PSA 10 to go to start the day. That's fantastic news. Ollie Watkins, the Dragon Scale, PSA 10. Very happy with that. Next up, we've got a Jamal Musiala. This is a finest autograph from the Euro set. We'll see how we do in this one. Lovely, another 10. This has started very well. It won't continue like this, I'm almost certain, but this is a good start. I'm actually, just in case that they've bundled the grades up together, I'm just gonna sort of move this stuff around. So next up, we've got a museum card. This is of Pedri. This is a patch auto. I bought this in my Northern Ireland haul, which you might have seen in a previous video. I flew to Northern Ireland to buy a collection. This one got the PSA 8. It's a shame really because museum is just so tough to grade. For such a high-end set, it's a bit frustrating that it never gets 10s. I sent this in because if it did get a 10, it would have obviously added a lot of value, but I don't think I'm going to lose money on the 8, but I probably have lost a bit of money on the 8 actually, if I'm being honest. Beautiful card though, out of 50. Obviously had an amazing season for Barcelona, Pedri. Yeah, not unhappy with that one. Next up, we've got another museum card. This is the only other museum card in the sub, I think. This is a Franz Beckenbauer auto. Obviously, this is an awesome one. I think this is out of 50 as well. And that one got the 8, yeah. So 2 museum cards, 2 PSA 8s. To be honest with you, I don't know how these gold frames grade. Like, I've absolutely no idea what they check because, I mean, are they checking for like chips on the gold frame maybe? Like, there's probably a little bit of chip in there maybe. But yeah, I sent this one in not really knowing what would happen. But obviously, it's a high value card as is. I think that'll probably sell for a raw price, maybe just below a raw price. But obviously, I'm probably going to lose out on the grading fee for that one. But yeah, anyway. Next up, we have an Alphonso Davies. This is a colour match auto. I sent this in because I love colour matches. I think they always sell well. And it helps, obviously, if you get a collectible player. Alphonso Davies, very collectible to Canadian fans and some Bayern fans. And this one, that gets to 10. That's great news. Slightly off-sticker auto, which is a shame. But out of 49, colour match auto, Alphonso Davies in a 10. That's profit. Happy with that one. I actually am gonna mix up the bundles because I can just see at the top of the next one, the biggest card of the submission is there. So I think this is actually not ordered at all. So I'm just gonna pick up random cards from each of the piles because I want to keep the suspense building to the end. In fact, you know what? I'll tease you guys now. This is the biggest card of the submission. It's a Lionel Messi. I think it's the biggest card of the submission anyway. It's a Lionel Messi tie-dye to 30 field level. So I'll save that to the end because I think that's the biggest card of the video. And then we'll just keep going. So next up is a Tijani Reinders. I'm pretty pleased with myself here because I sent this in because obviously he was having a good season and I knew he'd be probably linked to a team in the transfer window. Obviously, as of the recording, City have expressed interest in him. So I thought I'd be worth grading this. This is a rookie out of 10 from Optic. I love this set. So from Domra, sorry. I love this set. And it gets the, you know what, we'll cover this one. That's the card. Really, really, really attractive. That gets the PSA 6. I'm not so smart anymore, am I? That is a shame. Wow. I suppose it happens to the best of us. We all get these sort of rogue grades from time to time, but I've got to say I'm surprised at that. I can't actually see why. Or maybe it's that there. Who knows? You can't spend too long umming and ahhing on these. Next up, we've got a Topps Few Gen Z. This is a Noah Lang 1 of 1. I only sent it in because it's a 1 of 1. But yeah, we'll see what we get on this one. That's the card. It's gold. Oh, it's an auto as well. Noah Lang auto. Probably not pushed on as quickly as people thought he would, but still, decent card. Looks lovely. That gets the PSA 7. I can't say I'm surprised at that actually because this is a India exclusive release. This was only in India, and the quality of stuff that they make for the Topps India website isn't as good, unfortunately. So that's a PSA 7 on that one. Not great. That's not great at all. I mean, that might even be worth cracking because it's a 1 of 1 anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. But that's not great. Next up, we have a Kaboom. This is a Gavi Kaboom. I cracked this out of an Arena Club slab into this, obviously grading into this PSA slab. The Arena Club slab was a 9.5, I want to say. Yeah, it was. It was a 9.5. So we'll want to get, I was hoping for the 10, but I think this might get a 9 based on my predictions. And it does. PSA 9 on the Kaboom Gavi. Still a beautiful card. I mean, it looks fantastic in the light. Excuse me. But they do add a lot of value when you get 10s on these, which is just a shame that we didn't get one. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Next up, we have a Jude Bellingham. This is I think this might be a rookie autograph from Topps Chrome Champions League 21. This probably isn't a rookie actually then. Out of 199, this gets the PSA 9. Is that our first 9 of the day? I think it is. That's a bit strange. First 9 of the day, Aqua Refractor out of 199. Jude Bellingham, lovely autograph though there. Really nice. Obviously, I'd say he didn't have the best season in the world in the last sort of like 6 months. I was Real Madrid really tailed off towards the end of the season, but still a quality player. Next up, with a Luis Diaz. This is a cheap one that I just slung in for myself. This is a Merlin purple out of 15, I want to say. Yeah, probably for the PC. This one, I wouldn't have graded this ordinarily because that's quite a cheap card, but it's a beautiful one. Merlin out of 15. Luis Diaz might be going off to Barcelona this summer. We'll see. That gets the 9. That's fine. I mean, it is what it is. For the PC, I'm an R about that one. Next up, we have a Joe Rodon. This is a 1 of 1 from the Panini Prizm World Cup. I did actually buy this as a PC card because if some of you don't know, I'm part Welsh. However, I do think this will probably sell this one because I had so much interest in it whilst it was at PSA. Anyway, these are really hard to grade. And I don't think this will get a 10. Slightly off center, I think probably right to left. Yeah. PSA 8 on the Joe Rodon. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's a 1 of 1. You might be asking why I grade 1 of 1s. I do think that they become a bit easy to sell in PSA slabs versus raw. That's not to say that there's a right or wrong answer, really. I think it's up to the person, but people are always slightly skeptical of raw cards, that there could be something wrong with them, a major flaw, etc. Whereas these are much easier to sell graded, in my opinion. But a beautiful card, looks great in slab, even though it's an 8. Obviously, had a great season for Leeds, so probably, and obviously now they're in the Prem as well. So yeah, that shouldn't have a problem selling that to a Welshman or a Leeds fan. Next up is a Kenny Dalglish Marks of Excellence on-card autograph. This is from UEFA club competitions, probably 23, 24, I want to say maybe. Kenny Dalglish, obviously, probably, well, arguably the greatest player in Liverpool history. Definitely up there. Cover this one. Yeah, 23, 24 finest. UCC, Kenny Dalglish on-card auto. Absolutely beautiful auto. I even quite like how it goes into the Champions League logo, just adds a bit of personality. These are hard to grade though. That gets a 9, I'll take that. Yeah, decent. Not that many 10s so far though, which is a shame. But I'm sure we can change that soon. Next up we have oops, I just revealed it by accident. Missy Bokerns, 1 of 1, PSA 9. Got this from Milton Keynes. She obviously no longer plays Liverpool, but Liverpool 1 of 1s are super liquid, and I think women's cards are pretty liquid as well. So I just thought this was a decent price, decent upside. I'll definitely be able to profit on that one, I think, even though it got a 9. That's the sort of card where, even though I got a 9, I'm still going to profit. This sort of PSA just makes it slightly easier to sell. So yeah, I'll take that one. Let's go down to the bottom of the deck now. This is a nice one. We've got a Phil Foden Gold Moon autograph. I think this is red out of 5 from the Blue Moon, or the Gold Moon, or whatever it's called. The Blue Moon, man. I don't know what the set was called actually. There's the top Man City set. Oh yeah, Blue Moon. This one is an auto as well, out of 5. Not had the best season, Phil Foden, but I do think people are slightly dramatic about his fall off. I mean, he's been unreal for the most of his career at City. Had one off season, happens to lots of players. I wouldn't read too deeply into that. This one gets the PSA 9. No problems there. Again, not a card I think would have sold for more than a 10, but not a card I think will have major impacts in the fact that it's a 9. So yeah, take that one. Next, we've got a Bukayo Saka. I also bought this at Milton Keynes from a flick through. I can't remember the table I bought it off of, but yeah, I bought this and an Odegaard, both of which are in the submission. So yeah, Bukayo Saka, gold. This is a gold Merlin cracked ice. I just love these cracked ice gold parallels. I think they're so cool. This one gets the PSA 10. Fantastic. Get in. We started off with a couple of 10s and then we haven't had a few for a while, so that's good news. Yeah, this is the definition of the liquid in the UK. If I take this to the London card show, it would sell on day one. I have no questions about that whatsoever. So yeah, that's a really good one. Happy with that. Happy days. Next up we have this one's a cool actually. This is the Topps Bayern Munich Manuel Neuer on-card auto from the Bayern Munich team set. You know those expensive team sets that Topps do where they do a whole team of all on-card autographs. Manuel Neuer doesn't sign that much, so his autos are quite expensive. On-card auto as well, so always tougher to grade, but good upside in 10. There's the card, on-card autograph, as you can see there. It looks beautiful. And this one got the, yes, PSA 10. Right, we're picking up the pace now. Happy with that. PSA 10 on the Manuel Neuer auto. Yeah, I actually think this card looks unreal. Again, lots of Bayern Munich collectors out there. On-card auto, Manuel Neuer. This is going to have no issue selling it at whatsoever. Right, let's go back to the Odegaard I mentioned earlier. This is the other card I bought alongside the Saka from the Milton Keynes card show. So far we've got the Missy Bokerns from Milton Keynes in a 9, the Saka in a 10. So can we make it 66% gem rate from Milton Keynes? Let's see. Martin Odegaard gold from Merlin UCC last year. PSA 9, we can't. That's a shame. That's a card I'll probably break even on. Actually, no, I'll probably profit on it a little bit actually, but it's not a card I'm going to make a big bucks on. Still a nice one though, for sure. Right, continuing the 1 of 1 theme, you can tell I've got a lot of 1s in here. We have a Harvey Barnes 1 of 1 from Panini. Oh, this was also from Milton Keynes actually. So we've got a chance to redeem ourselves with the 10. It's the Bubbles or Breakaway variant, whatever they call it nowadays. Harvey Barnes had a great season for Newcastle, who have qualified for the Champions League. I've got to say, I think Eddie Howe is one of the most underrated managers in the league. He's done so well at Newcastle. Anyway, black, sort of a colour match, I suppose, as well, in the 1 of 1 from last year's Prison Premier League. That gets to 9. No problems there. Again, 1 of 1, not a big deal, but would have liked the 10, but there's probably other cards I'd choose a 10 on than 1 of 1 Harvey Barnes, actually. So, yeah, no major qualms there. Next up, we have a Arda Güler finalist autograph. This is a rookie auto. No, is it? I don't know if this is a rookie auto. I don't think it is, actually. From Euro 2024, his stuff actually sells fairly well. I was surprised when I was looking at comps on this stuff. Actually, it does move pretty well. So, yeah, this is a Base auto, I wasn't sure what color it was. Base autograph, not a rookie, but it's the national debut, whatever that means. From Topps Finest, Euro 2024. That gets the 10, fantastic. I got this in a big collection I bought. This might have even been in the Northern Ireland collection. I can't remember. But yeah, lovely cars, decent player as well, Ardagula. I think he's one of the most... I think he's quite an exciting prospect from what I've seen. I mean, what do I know? But I do think he's quite an exciting prospect. Next, we have a Virgil van Dijk base card autograph from 2021-2022 Topps Finest Champions League. His autographs sell really well. Again, Liverpool collectors are a big community, and this stuff is liquid. So let's see how we do. On the orange, out 25. Got this in a big collection lot, so I didn't pay a lot for it at all. Looks lovely. Yes, that's money. That's money right there. PSA 10. That one I will sell, even though I want to keep it for myself. I will sell that one because it's probably a bit too big to keep for now. But that's a great grade in this one. I actually think Finest is a good, the older Finest stuff is quite nice. I think that card looks really good. So yeah, very happy with that. Van Dijk Auto, PSA 10. We have another Blue Moon card here. This one's Erling Haaland, out of 25 auto. His autos have gone down a bit recently. Obviously, he hasn't had the... I mean, he has had a good season, but for his standards, he hasn't had the best season. So his demand's slightly tailed, but still a nice card. Good auto and good image as well. Out of 25, he's got the PSA 9. Yeah, 2 9s on the Blue Moon cards. Yeah, again, the slightly thicker cardstock actually makes it harder to grade because it's more... It gets more dinged, I think, in the sort of printing process or whatever. They come out packed slightly worse for wear compared to, like normal 35-point stock cards. PSA 9 on that one, can't complain there. I'll take that for sure. Again, not one I'm going to majorly struggle on, I think, to sell. Next up, we have a Scott McTominay. This is a 1 of 1. Just been voted MVP for Napoli, who've just won the Serie A. So congratulations to them. Really good play. Obviously, this is Scotland kit, not Napoli kit, because this is from Pristine. But a 1 of 1. I bought this from Dan, Sports Cards UK. Obviously, he's featured on the channel a number of times. You might check out one of my old videos where I go to his house and buy out one of his collections ahead of Dublin. He wants a bit of cash for Dublin, so I bought out his collection. This was one of the cards that I bought from him. One of his bigger cards for sure. Scott McTominay 1 of 1 Superfractor. PSA 9 on that one. Again, no qualms there. Super liquid. Obviously, Italian fans will now love him. Scotland fans are a big collector base, and there's not that many Scotland cards, so there's quite a lot of demand for what is out there. And yeah, I think I still can't work out whether I like Pristine or not. Yeah, I don't know if I like this card or not. I think I do, but it's a weird one. Anyway, I'll take that. 1 of 1, Scott McTominay, PSA 9, no complaints there. Next up, we have a couple of... I'll get these out together, actually. We've got a couple of... these are from the Euro 2008 Panini set. These were in a binder that I went through in my storage unit. I bought a huge collection of binders. I think I've shown you those in a previous video. And these were in one of the binders. There was a complete set of this Euro 2008 Panini set. It was just a normal paper set from back in the day. And I picked out the 2 Ronaldos, obviously the 2 best cards in the set in terms of monetary value. And I thought I'd give them a go grading them. So we'll start with the base card. These are very, very difficult to grade. So I'd be very surprised if these get a 10 because they're so sensitive on the sides. Although this does look pretty clean. Yeah, it does look fairly clean. Obviously, it's probably sat in a binder its whole life. And this one gets the PSA 9. That, you know what, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that because I can't imagine that's that high popping a 9. And it's a beautiful card as well. Euro 2008 Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo in that awesome Portugal 2008 kit. No complaints there. Then we also have the Ultra card. This was like the rare... This is like the insert or the sort of the collectible set within the subset within the set. They're called Ultra cards. They're like acetate cards. I'll show you now. They look good, don't they? They look really good, actually. Yeah, so sort of this acetate see-through card. Very different, very European as well. Panini did a lot of these sort of cards for European sets back in the early 2000s. This one is definitely going to be difficult to grade because it's just so it's so sensitive. And this gets the... I'm pretty happy with a 9 on this one. Honestly, I'd be surprised if this is more than a pop 5 in a PSA 10. So I can't imagine that this is hype up at all, and I imagine this is fairly collectible. So yeah, that's decent. I'm really happy with that actually. That's almost like getting a 10 in a way, because that's going to be low pop. I can guarantee it. Happy days. PSA 9 on that one. So we have how many do we have left? We have this lot left now, so we're getting there. I'll fly through these ones. Ronaldinho Prize Footballers. This is the orange and red version, and that gets to 10. Happy days. This is a short printed. I don't know if this is a case hit or not. Maybe it is. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that's a 10. That's great news. Didn't pay much for that one. That will sell fairly well. Kylian Mbappe. This is a case hit from Finest. This is the Idols bronze version. I got this in the Northern Ireland lot. This gets the 10. That's great news. Great news indeed. Happy days. Pitch 10 on that one. Obviously not had. Actually, no, he's had a great season. Actually, I think people are a bit dramatic about that one. Alex McCarthy Gold Power from Panini Prism. I grade these because I just think that these are liquid cards, and this will sell to a Southampton collector almost certainly. So yeah, that's decent. This one gets the 9. So no 10s on any of the 1/1 / Gold Powers, which is a shame, but to be expected because they're hard to grade. We got we got another 1/1. So we got one more chance to get a 10 on a 1/1. This is a Declan Rice 1/1. Bought this on Instagram. This is the Pandora version, so it's like the sort of that box effect you can see there. It's really cool actually. Had an unreal season for Arsenal. Declan Rice, great player, probably England's best midfielder. This is England kit, which is not as good as Arsenal kit, but still obviously a nice card. From Don Russ, FIFA 1/1. PSA 9 on that one. No harm done. At least it's not an 8, you know what I mean? We only got the 8 on the Joe Rodon, but the rest of them have been 9s. Yeah, no complaints there. Decent, really nice looking card as well. Right, 2 left. You've got the Messi in the background and this Jude Bellingham out of 10. I bought this 2 London card shows ago in a big collection lot. I nearly sold it to El Toro, but he passed on it. So if it gets a 10, he's going to regret that. But I wasn't 100% sure it would get a 10 because it's slightly off center, I think. Yeah, I think. No, actually, it wasn't off center. It was. I remember there being something slightly wrong with it. I can't remember what, though. Anyway, Jude Bellingham, gold out of 10 from Panini Select. PSA 9, yeah. That's what I predicted on this one, but still a nice card. Obviously, there was an outside chance of a 10, which is why I sent it in. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Lovely, beautiful looking card. And then the creme de la creme, the big one of the submission. I mean, they're all fairly big cards, actually, to be fair. They're all sort of like 100, 150, 200 pound cards, but this is the biggest one. Picked this up in a collection buyout over on Instagram. Lionel Messi Field Level Select tie-dye out of 30. Let's cover the grade here. Make sure I don't show the grade. Beautiful card. Big difference between a 9 and a 10 on this one because Messi is so collectible. There's lots of collectors out there looking for PSA 10 Messi cards. I think this is. I love the field level insert on Select as well. I think the field level looks fantastic. This one gets the drum roll, please. Yes, PSA 10. Great way to end the video. Get in there. Come on. PSA 10. 23-24. Panini Select FIFA. Lionel Messi tie-dye out of 30 field level. Happy days. This will be a liquid card. Obviously, fair amount of upside in the PSA 10. Yeah, no complaints from me. I'm really happy with that one. And that is a wrap on the video. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all really enjoyed the video. Obviously, delighted with the message, delighted with the whole submission as well. I'd say overall probably like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10 submission. We got quite a lot of 10s on some decent cards, but we got a few that we were probably quite close on that we got 9s on. The 1/1s on a 9 aren't so bad. I think there's a couple of 9s like the Bellingham, for example, where I would have liked to get a 10. But overall, no complaints from me at all. Really happy with that submission. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. So many of you who watch my videos, I think it's 80% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So any of you that enjoy my content and you want to be nice, drop me a follow. That'd be really appreciated because it all helps me as I'm growing this YouTube channel and hopefully doing well, going far with it. Let's see. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.